Okay, there. In the last recorded video, I have explained you the meaning and uh, the parties and the functions of mutual fund. Okay, today I will be explaining you the types of mutual fund schemes. Let us see what are the types of mutual fund scheme. Classification on the basis of structure. On the basis of structure, it is classified into three types. You can see they are classified into three types. They are open ended scheme, close ended scheme, and interval scheme. Now what is open ended scheme? Open ended scheme is when these scheme does not have any fixed maturity date. They don't have any fixed maturity period. It means that whenever you purchase this open ended scheme, whenever you want to sell those, whenever you want to sell those securities, you can go to the market and sell those securities. So there is no fixed maturity for the open ended scheme. Okay. Any If there is any fees to be charged, they will charge on the management fees, that is on the face value. Next is a close-ended scheme. Close-ended schemes, this scheme have a maturity period. It means that once you purchase these securities, you have to wait till the maturity period. Okay, then the mutual funds buy the units back from the unit holders on that maturity date. So it has a fixed period of maturity. That is why it is called as a close-ended. So once it is issued, then they will close it. So on the date of maturity, you have to hand over to the mutual fund company, and mutual fund company will pay along with the interest. Okay, there are some examples given here: UTI mutual fund, master plan, LIC mutual fund, etc. Next you have interval scheme. Now what is the interval scheme? Under this scheme, the units are listed on the stock exchange. Okay, so these here the schemes, under these schemes, only the units which are listed in the stock exchange are considered as interval scheme. In addition, the mutual fund also sell and repurchase the units at the net asset value based price. So as it is listed securities are purchased and sold, so it will be valued on the net asset value. It will be valued on the net asset value. Okay, this is on the basis of a structure. Now next is on the what are the benefits. Okay, what are the benefits of mutual fund schemes? There are a lot of benefits because it is helpful for the small investors. Even small investors, those who don't have the knowledge, also they can invest in the securities. So it is very beneficial for the small investors. So let us see one by one what are the benefits of mutual funds. First one is it is suitable for small investors. Even the investors with moderate saving cannot directly invest in the stock market. They must have the knowledge about the stock market, but they cannot get those knowledge, or they don't have the time to know the market. So in that case, they go and invest in the mutual fund companies, and they will get a better returns. Next is the risk management. See, when you invest in the securities, there will always be a risk. That is, when the prices are fluctuating, when to buy, where to buy, when to sell, all these risks are involved. This risk will be taken over by the mutual fund company, so the risk will be managed by the investors. Okay. Next is wholesale investment. Here the investors, mutual fund company will collect the money from many of the small investors and invest in the securities. So there is a wholesome investment. They will not invest in a small amount because they collect from the public and invest in a bulk amount. So they will be investing in shares in lakhs and crores of rupees. So that is very helpful because management cost will reduce and the expenses will reduce. Administration cost of the company will reduce. So that becomes one of the advantage. Next, the fourth one is investors education. While selling units to the public through marketing agent, mutual fund convince the investor about the need of diversification. So they educate the investors why to invest in the securities. There is always a risk, but mutual fund, if you invest, the risk will be diversified, it will be reduced. So investors will be educated. Next is investment research. For framing the investment strategies and picking stocks in the primary and secondary market, each mutual fund has a research team. It has its research team. It has its own research teams who will be conducting the research. So they will be. It will be helpful for them because they will be analyzing them and investing in the securities. Next is liquidity of stocks. Mutual fund add volume to the stock market. They buy the stocks in large number. they buy the stocks in the large number and then they earn the profit. So it adds liquidity in the market, because whenever they want to buy and sell, they can easily buy and sell in the market. Next is the development of money market. Of course, when the number of investors will increase, a mutual fund company will invest in wholesale investment. So it will be very helpful for the market, because there will be liquidity. When there is a liquidity, of course, the market will develop. Okay, so there is a development of money market or short-term securities. Saving mobilization. When small investors know that when they invest the money, they will get a better returns, so they start saving. So savings habit will increase among the rural and urban areas. So this results in increase the saving mobilization in the country. Okay, so these are the benefits of a mutual fund. One is it is suitable for small investment, risk management, wholesale investment, investors education, investment research, liquidity of stock market, development of money market, and saving mobilization. Okay. So this is the end of this chapter, mutual fund. Now one more chapter remaining, that is the first chapter, cash flow statement. Cash budget. So that I will be doing from the next class. So this I have finished this theory chapter, that is mutual fund. If you have any doubts, you can clarify. Thank you.